Where do we leave off at? Would it be fine if I'll just click load game? Because I did save. The first time throughout the entire playthrough, I finally saved. Okay, so we just got here. What is this? Hydroponics, right?
This is ridiculous. How did it grow this world in a few months?
You tell me, bro. What is this? What does this do? Vaporizer.
These plants can naturally develop
Hi,
this
Fawn.
fast.
Kane developed the technology to accelerate plant growth. Oxygen is big business.
Big business. Okay, report. The vaporizer, the perfected MKV model. Okay. Of the Kane Corporation Trans-State Modifier. Using advanced and unique molecularization technology, the vaporizer has the ability to shift a targeted substance between gas, liquid, and solid states without any of the structural breakdown seen in objects shifted between states on a regular basis. The MKV is the latest model, but it hasn't yet been rolled into mass production because of the current difficulty fueling the vaporizer with resources on board the Groom Lake. Recent experiments undertaken were more than satisfactory and it passed the Kane safety and security tests with no adverse effects causing harm to the user observed. These sounds, bruh! It has been graded at level 4 because of the specific nature of its technology and the limited quantity of existing vaporizers during an experiment recently carried out on the royal jelly produced by hydroponics. Dr. Gray and other observers commented on the remarkable speed at which the jelly was transformed into gas, thus placating their insect population. Hey, Darkness. Okay.
Vaporizer chamber compromised. Chamber is not intact.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a crack here. Okay. I'm gonna click that again. Sebastian Gray. Finally, we have more room for the Lincesti Harvey strain. Pretty sure I said that wrong, but we're gonna roll with it. Which I've been working so hard on. It's days like this that humanity truly proves why it crawled out of the ocean before any other. My section has been expanded. I have more staff, true, but they are drones and have little other function. Now we can expand the research potential of Project Kitchen Knife and see what else the plants can yield. The oxygen production rate is quite unlike anything my initial projections could have predicted. Last year it became the worst kept secret on the Groom Lake, and all of a sudden I have more interns than I could comfortably employ. Their only function is to stumble upon the place and ask troublesome questions that I have little time to answer. If only our world was more like that of insects. I have plenty of workers and drones, but none of the unwavering loyalty. Bees work and work, the faith in their queen unquestioning and constant. That kind of loyalty is beyond price. These interns of mine have their uses, I suppose. We always need volunteers willing to get close to the queen. Am I surrounded by incompetence? Hello? What the fuck is that? Am I surrounded by incompetence? One of those imbecilic interns got too close to the queen and she showed him her affection. Quite amusing, though not to him. This means that I must attend another accident debriefing with the board, though Dr. Milan does love to test me. I see him up on the hearing bench and he grins at me and the supercilious... Can we use words that I can say? Listen, I'm not a smart person. I need help with this shit. And that supercilious look that he has perfected over the years. Or supercilious. No, I think it's cilious. I suppose that I have him to thank for my current position. It was his recommendation to the board that made them hire me in the first place. Still, I believe he has come to enjoy a little power plays. He does so like to keep me under his heel. That, my dear doctor, is only a temporary situation. Once this project is complete, the chess games that we play so often will no longer be our only battleground. Regarding the project, some of the bug eggs failed to hatch properly. I suspect this is why the queen was more aggressive than usual. There are more than enough drones to continue the collection work. Their unique chemical properties are doing wonders for the plants, although I'm running short of interns prepared to work in close proximity to them since the last incident. The worker I appreciate the most is Akiza. I was astonished to discover that she is related to the legendary Dr. Tenshu of the eugenics wars. I did consider mentioning it to her, but I sense she is oddly ashamed to have him as her ancestor. If it wasn't for men like him, our profession would be a hollow shell of what it is now. Then again, if it wasn't for him, genetic research wouldn't have been put back by several generations, now would it? The ethical quandaries we face as men of science. The insects are restless. They rumble in their apiaries and are more aggressive than usual. My personal deduction is that the presence of the marine thugs aboard the ship are the cause. Armed guards are all over the place. I was stopped by one of them the other day and asked my reasons for going into hydroponics. Well, after explaining I was head of the damn project, I had the guard removed from his post in the ship. Really? Was that necessary? This is insanity. How am I expected to progress with these thugs around? I recall complaining about the inundation of interns. If only they were still here now. Both Ivan and Theodore disappeared from their rooms last night, and I've asked to speak to security about their whereabouts. They were Akiza's assistants, and now the production of the Queen's Royal Jelly has slowed exponentially. That's been a huge blow, but a rather extraordinary anomaly has appeared in our growth pods. A hitherto to discovered a strain of fungus. Its origin is something of a mystery to me. These fungal growths fascinate. At first, I thought it was a common garden variety mold, but after a substantial analysis performed by Akiza, it seems to harbor neuron activity. That is to say, it seems to exhibit rudimentary signs of intelligence. We've certainly created some unusual— We've certainly created some unusual species on this deck, but the idea of a quasi-intelligent fungus growing and evolving of its own volition is exciting and frankly frightening. I've asked Akiza and the remnants of her team to cultivate it, but exhibit caution in where it is spread. This person has a lot to say. I was asked by one of Dr. Milan's assistants if the fungal substance discovered growing in the bowels of the ship had anything to do with us. I lied, of course, but this is becoming alarming. Our experiments flourished at first. We may have lost more staff recently, but our experiments have been very fruitful indeed. Confidentially, the properties of the fungus is both extraordinary and terrifying. It has the remarkable ability to take control of living subjects' central nervous system and hypothalamus, as observed in the monkey we used for testing. The monkey shrieked and thrashed in rage for the first few days after it was exposed, and then became quiet, observant, and uncannily intelligent. It's certainly aggressive, but then again, which viruses aren't? No, we've officially lost control of the deck. Eden now truly belongs to the beast. We've seen strange things. I watched as the fungus took control of the deck as it spread through the staff, and much to my shame, I watched their deaths and examined their bodies. Nobody can cross the pods because the bugs are so aggressive that when Solomon went through in a rad suit, they ripped it from his body and stung him to death. It took mere moments. Still, I live in the hope that the insects will remember me, their creator, and perhaps see me as one of their own. Honey, they're really not. They're really not. Have I played the Retro Tomb Raider? I vaguely remember playing it when I was a kid. You gonna say anything about the corpse? Nah. Guess not. Broken vaporizer. Okay, so we need something for the vaporizer and to help seal up this this crack. What we're gonna use the vaporizer for, I don't know, but we shall see. Nothing about this corpse.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's some sort of insect.
Keep your distance.
It's tied up. Doesn't look like it can get loose.
Tied up. How big is it?
Big.
Okay. Harden. It has a smiley a smiley face above its head. Was she trying to say she was happy to see me? Alright, hardened amber. Amber trickles from the tree, but most of it has hardened into an incredibly tough compound. Okay. Hydroponics Queen Chamber. The Queen's life cycle, week 93. Monday, healthy, docile, responsive to stimuli, milking as normal. Tuesday, no activity. Wednesday, healthy, heightened aggression. Recommended milking with only experienced staff. Oh, we got a milker? Thursday, no activity. Friday, healthy, highly aggressive, 3 personnel, wounded and milking. Saturday, healthy, quiet, unusual brooding behavior. Milking normal. Sunday, healthy, aggressive, 1 fatality via venom pouches. Did I just get titty milk? Queen's milk. I did. Is there anything else? Akiza Tenshu personal logs. Alright, so this is Akiza Tenshu. Oh, praise God Almighty. I couldn't be happier. Dr. Gray took me to one side and told me that I was the only person who had the skill and ability to control the nursery. To take control of the nursery. He promoted me on the spot and said that I was now personally responsible for the queen. Why did I say to that? No, I didn't mean it in a weird way. I just say it. The royal jelly that she produces has proved to be incredibly useful. I discovered through my own analysis that not only is the jelly an essential nutrient for the insect population, but that it has other amazing physical properties too. It accelerates molecular bonding in certain substances, acting as a thickener for many natural substances, while also regenerating their natural properties. With some engineering, I imagine we could turn this into a true medical breakthrough. I imagine doctors in hospital wards on Earth using our bonding agent to heal wounds instantly. Perhaps Girl, I am trying to read. Perhaps finally the Tenshu name will be revered in medical history instead of reviled. The queen is a temperamental little thing. A fiery lady to be sure. Ah, but Queenie, you forget. I grew up in a family with more than one fire-breathing dragon. If I can handle my mother, I can certainly handle you. Ha! Although, when she is milked, she's rather docile. I dare say she's rather attached to me. I'm sure I heard her purring at me. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm aware that she's a bug and all, but it sounded rather like approval. My parents kept hives of bees, so I've never been squeamish over insects, and I can tell the difference between aggression and favor. I'm still the only person who can get close without being bitten, and her bite can leave one hell of a mark. Let me tell you, Hodgkin said he'll report the side effects upon his return from sick leave. In other news, Dr. Maracheck, one of Dr. Gray's subordinates, has requested samples of the jelly for experiments with his tree resins. He thinks it might have a use as an industrial adhesive. This is a little way from my original intention, but I do suppose it's a start. Okay, well now that we know that. I try so hard to be positive, to be the person whose enthusiasm never once flags nor fails. But when you start hearing rumors that appall you to your very core, I tried to shrug it off, but recently it's becoming harder to deny it. I've been hearing sounds from the elevator shafts, the sound of a wailing infant, crying out in pain before suddenly being silenced. That is no rumor. Sometimes I lay awake at night and I swear I can hear the crying of children. I can't be dreaming. I saw Ingracia to confess my fears. He gave me a prescription to help me sleep, but something in his eyes said that he knew I was hearing something real and worse. And it was something he was hearing too. More rumors. Dr. Malan is using children in his research. I have to ignore it. If it were true, Kane would remove him immediately, surely. Even Dr. Gray appears to find it an uncomfortable subject for discussion. And this is a man who slept easily when Isaac got his left cheek torn off by the Queen. Is Dr. Gray short of staff again? Once again, I'm being forced to manage multiple projects, only this time it's an examination of an acutely destructive new spore that seems to have infected a few of the pods. First observations, it's a parasitic fungus that grows faster than a common weed, and like a common weed, I feel it should be destroyed. But I know that Dr. Gray won't do it. He, like many of the other senior doctors, sees any new species as something to be exploited or weaponized. In the darkness, something stirs. I can't say what. I'm too afraid to find out what it is. When Ivan and Theo disappeared a month back, we assumed they'd somehow deserted. That was the official stance taken by Dr. Malan and the board anyway. Last night's events proved that there is something on board with us, though God knows where it's from. The Queen was more rambunctious than I've seen her before, and milking her was certainly more challenging than I'm used to. Edmund was assisting. We've been short on staff and some of our volunteers are simply refusing to show for work. The Queen's environment has been disturbed a great deal, and so her violent tendencies are more pronounced. Edmund was on his way out of hydroponics when it happened. Something pulled him into the air ducts. I didn't see much. I saw him walking towards the decontamination chamber. And the next moment his legs were kicking That's not funny. I don't know why that made me laugh. His legs were kicking the air as whatever it was dragged him up into the ceiling while he squealed like a pig. That's not funny. I'm resigning tomorrow. I did not sign up for mad science. I came to Kane to serve humanity and clear my family's name, not watch my crewmates be slaughtered by a species that Dr. Marlan refuses to confirm or deny. If only I'd resigned when I said I would. And if only they hadn't ignored my demands to have the infernal fungus destroyed. It's growing over me and over my skin. It's burrowed into my flesh. The insects attacked again today, and it seems to only worsen. Dr. Gray was destroyed by a swarm of them, and now he is only fertilizer for that ever-ravenous mold he was so curious about. The uninfected are making an attempt to escape. This doesn't include me. The emergency flares keep the bugs away. I told them to give me the flare to hold back the bugs so they could get away. I hope they escape soon. This fungus is making my head feel funny. I'm sure I can feel it growing through my ear canal. Okay, well, now we know. Can you smile for me? She was smiling. Yeah, she's smiling. What am I doing to her? She's still smiling. What did I do to her?
I was too close.
Queen pincer. Well, why would I do that? I mean, why anything? Oh my god. I feel bad. That made me feel bad. Okay, the hardened amber. Can I do anything about it? What do I have? Queen's milk.
That's just crazy.
It's not that crazy. Oh. Okay, so oh, we have tree sap now. Oh, we have to put it on the glass thingy. Do I need to put anything else with it though? That's the question. I don't know if they'll let me put it on just as is.
I don't think that'll work.
Okay, no. I need something else. Oh. Metal what? Metal plaque. Can this go together? It can! My brain is working overtime. Can this work? It can! Okay, now I have to vaporize the milk, I'm assuming. Don't know why, but we're gonna go for it. Activate vaporizer, please.
Vaporizer activated.
Alright, what are you giving me? Vaporized queen pheromone. Alright. Alright. Doorway's bright light indicates the entrance to another laboratory. Okay, let's check it out. I hear bugs.
Oxygen levels increasing.
Oh, am I supposed to do that? Didn't they say the bugs are aggressive? Alright, not gonna go there just yet then. Make sure there's nothing else. Touching, touching, touching. Oh, I feel bad that I did that to her. I feel bad. Just clicking everywhere, seeing. So, dealt with that.
Another locked door.
No shit. Yeah, Darkness changed their name from Sunshine to Darkness.
We can.
Who knows? Okay, I have to deal with these bugs. Oh, will the pheromone work?
This isn't going to work.
Bitch! You didn't even try!
I think that'll just break it.
Well, that's the point. Isn't that what we want? I didn't mean to get close! I was trying to click on something! Well, I'm dead. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, you know what? I'm probably supposed to throw the pheromones into the fan. Well, I died. First death of the night. I think I've died like a total of 2 times. Fucking, we gotta start all this shit over again, don't we? Oh no, okay, I still have the pheromones. Okay, maybe we have to throw it into the fan. I think. Don't walk all the way into the middle. Okay, yeah, that's what we needed to do.
I hate bugs.
He hates bugs, but I like bugs. They don't like me apparently, but I like them. Okay, so we turned that on. What do you have here? Whoop! Alright, pick up. Picked up nothing. Okay, I'm assuming I'm just supposed to turn all these on.
Oxygen levels increasing to dangerous levels.
And there's another one down here. Decided it's time for an emo face.
The fire hazard. CSEC has been noted.
It's beautiful.
The oxygen garden's my favourite part of any ship. Green, full, natural.
Are we done talking? Well, okay. What's this? Emergency flare. Okay, well, the oxygen... I should probably be careful with that because the oxygen levels are really high. And they're hazardous right now. This... Okay, where am I? Oh, I'm up there. Okay, I was confused for a second. Was that body still moving over here? I think so, but what's this? PDA. Eleanor F. Way. The Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and great in loving kindness. The Lord is good to all. I simply wish his kindness had extended to Chelsea. The galley chef told me that a few of the other crew members are uncomfortable with having an ARG patient on staff. I asked if her work was in any way below standard, at which point he grew uncomfortable and admitted exactly as I thought. No, she was a superb worker, but his team were uncomfortable with her anyway. Being a geneticist, and a Christian may appear contradictory to most, but that is their burden, not mine. I believe in grace and mercy. It wasn't Chelsea's fault she was born an ARG baby. James, my ex-husband, blamed me. James wanted her terminated, and when I refused, he packed up and left. That suits me. I'd rather be without an unloving husband and father than without my beautiful child. And she is. She is beautiful, a gift from God. And for a ship full of the most supposedly forward-thinking people in the galaxy, their aversion to her condition repulses me. Tolerance and patience are virtues greatly praised by the Lord, but aboard the Groom Lake I find my stores of both these virtues sorely tested. I discovered through one of my subordinates that a new shipment arrived on board a few days ago, destined for Project Seed. My disapproval of the dangers of Seed are no secret, considering the size of the shipment and the clear attempt to cut me out of the loop regarding the delivery. I suspect some of my colleagues are trying to mask the precise nature of what it is that has arrived. If it is as I suspect, there would be no, and I mean no, lengths I will not go to in order to depose Dr. Milan. Kane Corporation is a company for the promotion of the sciences, not for the sinister schemes and unprincipled ambitions of individuals. I have moral issues with Kane and their weapons research. It tests my fate, but Kane's medical breakthroughs have changed the world and my world too. It's because of Kane-created research that Chelsea's even alive. This is why I do what I do. I work in genetics to find cures for my dearest Chelsea and others like her, not for money. It's my job to put things right for her. I had lunch with Dr. Gray this afternoon. He is an odious little man and utterly misanthropic. But if you need somebody to talk about Project Seed, then there are a few people who give up information more easily. His ego easily outweighs his sense of confidentiality. Project leaders and project members are not allowed to discuss details of individual projects, but he can't resist himself. Nevertheless, he revealed disturbing details. I'm aware of our sample origins. We need human genetic material in order to develop cures for human beings. It's a hard truth, but there's paperwork, permissions forms, and contracts that create the supply. That shipment has none of those things. They're children. Oh God, in all your great mercy, how could you let Malan, that unholy monster, do this? It's taken months, but finally, I found a young cargo worker named Danica Boxer. She was referred to me by Dr. Tenshu, such a sweet girl. It seems the cargo was a combination of adults and children, all of whom were acquired through illegal channels for use in genetic research. I did not agree to this. I'll leave this place and take Chelsea with me before I spend one more minute working for a company that endorses the use of children in research. There are not enough words to describe the soulless creatures that did this. Revenge? I don't believe in revenge. Beloved, never avenge yourself, but leave it to the wrath of God, for it is written, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay," says the Lord. Where is she? The creatures are attacking in full force. The screams are all over the radio. They're dying. They're all dying. I hear them scuttle through the vents. See the blood they spill and spray over the walls. Chelsea. Chelsea, oh God, please bring her back to me. I'm trapped in hydroponics. Please let my little girl find me. Methinks Chelsea is dead. I can see Chelsea inches from me, lifeless. I contemplated taking my own life as she died just before my eyes. When those creatures attacked, the crew sealed off parts of the ship and I was left trapped in hydroponics. That fungus got to me, and now it's inside, profaning my body. Its nerves wrapped around my cerebral cortex. I can feel it move. I try to move my arms, but it won't let me. It's making me watch the fungus consume my baby girl. I must watch and pray for the end to come. So then it does not depend on the man who wills or the man who runs, but on God who has mercy. Oh, this is Eleanor Way. Oh, honey. You're asking for a lot. I'm just a school teacher.
I could cut you out. I could cut you free.
Game writing is Xeno Bert. Yep. She wants to die. I have an empty pistol if you want it.
It doesn't work like that.
Oh, you know what? The flare will probably work for her.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you end this.
Because the oxygen levels are up high.
You need to help me first.
She sounds nasty.
I don't need you to leave. I need you to crack this flare. The oxygen will ignite. Then we will die.
I need chapstick first. I was supposed to say, where the fuck am I? I'm spread eagle on the floor.
Temperatures detected. Plug suit has regulated body temperature to benchmark level.
The fire systems just went haywire over here, John. What did you do?
Burned
Clear
everything.
the vines.
With a flamethrower?
Something like that.
Fire in Oxygen Gardens 1, 3, 5, 6.
Set on fire. I want to
9.
be able to produce any oxygen for you as well. I think
Fire in Oxygen Gardens.
I think we
2,
just fucked ourselves
7,
over.
8. Fire suppression system activated. Warning. Fire suppression system compromised. Warning.
Shit. Oxygen production has been compromised. Are the biomes still intact? Oh, God, please don't say you burnt them out.
I burnt them out.
Just the one on this level.
It's caused a chain reaction, John. They're all going up. We have a time limit now. Hours at most.
That's great.
Get my daughter right now.
Gardening achievement unlocked. All right. I swear, this kid better be alive, because I'm doing a lot to try to save her.
You little shit! What have you done?
Gardening.
Listen to me.
Fire cleanses. Mr. Maracheck, I'm gonna make sure you burn for what you and your friends have done to me. To my own!
No, please. I have nothing to do with this.
You won't get much further. Goodbye.
That doesn't make me feel comfortable.
Where is she, Tina? Where is Rebecca?
She's in the containment area at the other end of Seed.
I'm gonna go with alive until that guy finds her. For real. High voltage power. Power pad provides a portable energy source for engineers and mechanics. Okay. Close power cell housing. Okay, well, I don't have anything for that right now. That's for sure.
Warning.
Where am I?
Urethane hepatotoxicity
Oh, I'm
is
up
at
here.
an elevated level.
Okay, I didn't think it was gonna spot me from that far of a distance, but it is a robot, so I'll give it that. I'll give it that.
Where is Rebecca?
She's in the containment area at the other end of Seed.
Urethane hepatotoxicity is at an elevated level.
What the fuck am I looking at? The music is bumping. Machinery. Let's check this PDA. Dr. Marvin DeSantos. Man, that bitch from shipping won't get off my back. You fuck a girl real good and she just comes crawling back. Okay. If she doesn't get out of my hair, I'll have her moved off ship. Dr. Milan is a prick, but he looks after me like that. I gotta say, being on Project Seed is awesome, man. Okay, so we gotta do some pretty noxious shit, but in exchange I got a lot of protection and an honorary title, Dr. DeSantos. I like it. Dr. Milan knows about my contracts and private cargo that arrives on board, and I know he hates it, but there ain't nobody else prepared to work under Dr. Rackman. That guy is one twisted fuck and also one of my best customers. I get imports, sure, but my own private lab is what manufactures Backman's pathway shit. Funny, I never realized how dependent these smartasses of science are on drugs. Personally, never touch this stuff. You gotta have your wits about you, man, especially around here. I'm a comfy streamer? Thanks. That actually makes me happy to know. Wow, Dr. Williams, Charlotte. I never would have figured that uptight woman was a slut, but holy hell, she just gave me the ride of my fucking life. Alright, bro. Who'd have thought it? Slinky lace under that lab coat of hers, and for a woman in her mid-40s, a body that makes you want to get on your knees and howl at the moon. Ow! Woof woof! Bark bark! Against the table, pressed up against the viewpoint windows, on top of underneath, like a friggin' rattlesnake. Of course she's Looney Tunes, probably thinks I'm her dead husband or something. Like I care, as long as she keeps coming to me to fulfill her needs. Wow. Crazy but smart, she has no idea how much I know about her little project. I saw the details. People just think I'm smack-talking smartass, but I've been training on the Grim Lake since I was 16. I studied chemistry and genetics, aced all of it too. She thinks I'm too stupid to understand. And hydrate. Yeah, all this reading got my mouth dry. Thinking I could have gotten myself in too deep here. The drug thing was fine, but this whole industrial espionage thing is kind of freaky. I don't think Dr. Milan knows. I know Lincoln watches me with an eagle eye, but he can't know for sure. If he did, he'd eject my ass from the ship from the rest of the failed hybrids, but goddamn, the money is good. I earned my year's salary by sending some info to Black Star Industries. My contact gave me more money than I could conceive for leaking one report. One. I met the guy while I was on leave. He was a smug dickhead who somehow knew what I did, and then he flashed the cash. I've got no loyalties to the company, and I know how Dr. Malan treats the loyal staff. That guy can turn on a dime when it suits him. I've heard of weird shit going on down in the decks below, and Seed has me feeling it'll soon be time to get the hell out of Dodge pronto. 1 or 2 more reports might just give me what I need. Nobody knows about my little acts of espionage, but who cares? Who'd care? Ugh. English. The ship is falling apart. Some of those fucked up things that Bachman and Milan made are on the prowl. I stashed away my cash as soon as I heard things were going wrong, but money ain't gonna make a spit's worth of difference if we all get killed. Milan's taken all this way too calmly. Actually, I'd say he's enjoying all this. He came into the lab this morning. He still makes us all report to the lab and was grinning the whole damn time, his eyes all red like he was coming down from a high. That guy does not need drugs for a high. His general fucked upness is what he rides. And here was me thinking Bachman was the crazy one. It's just us. Oh god. Not even Bachman's around now. Charlotte was dragged away to the labs a few days ago. We're sealed off from the other decks. I reckon it's only a matter of time before Milan decides to do something about me too. I've been living on this ship for years. I know about hidden passages that even Milan doesn't know about. I'll get over to the communications array and let off a signal. Hopefully they'll get to us before Dr. Milan finds out. You shouldn't have been fucking around with shit you shouldn't be fucking with. Eviscerated corpse. Displayed human. Anything with this one?
Oh, the stench.
Posture check.
How long have they been here? How can we allow this?
This is the purpose of the group link. It's not on Earth.
I still don't
Can't
trust
see it,
you.
so they don't care.
But if they knew?
So what?
Oh, what my ass.
If they were more open, this wouldn't happen.
Open to who? The people? Governments?
Other corporations.
At what cost?
A bit of our humanity, I suppose.
Okay, Hybrid Reject 604, a report by Dr. C. Williams. During the autopsy of Hybrid 604, there were signs of renal failure. It appears the kidneys were unable to process the amino acids required for the breakdown of nutrients. The damage to the liver, stomach, and intestines show the same degenerative patterns. Reason: it is possible that the report of the mother giving birth 3 months prior was an error. Comment: further reports regarding the failure of mutagenic compounds will be finalized later. What about this one? Hybrid Reject Sieve, report by Dr. C. Bachman. Subject died during birth. It can only be surmised that death was due to a failing in the host, as all reports and tests leads up to the birth showed no signs of the fetal defect. Upon further investigation of the woman's medical history, it was noted that she experienced complications when giving birth to a child previously. This host would not have been used had this been highlighted. In light of her medical history, I now assume this was the cause of the fetal distress and death of the subject. Host is being kept alive and has undergone 1 transfusion. Recommendations: revoke host's life support order and dispose of body with Hybrid Reject C. This reminds me of the prologue. I just don't remember much about what happened in there. I'll probably have to check my playthrough out and see what happened as a refresher. Hybrid Reject 811, report by Dr. G. Malan. A highly unusual form of rejection such as has not been observed before manifested in this hybrid. It is entirely possible that the mutagenic compounds used to synthesize the hybrid DNA was faulty in this particular instance. Usually with any rejection, there is a sign of initial bonding and then a breakdown, but in this case there was absolutely no bonding attempted whatsoever. Given the thoroughness with which we create the DNA, I suspect that the centrifuge machine for this particular batch was faulty. Repair and a maintenance check of the machine is ordered immediately. Recommendations: destroy what remains and also destroy the fetus. Fetus deletus. The corpse of a creature hangs preserved. Okay.
It looks dead.
Okay, well, I turned that off. Okay, with you? No? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need something to... What are you doing? I didn't tell you to leave. What about this?
Can you hear me? Do you know where you are?
Methinks they do not. This is PDA though. Oh boy, Clifford Backman. They said I'd never make it to 60. Ha! 85, you fuckers. Old and still cooking with gas. 3 bastard kids and I outlived them all. Okay, so I was young when I had them. Those girls never even knew I was the father, of course. I had to switch the DNA sample so they didn't know the little shits were mine. Oh my god. I'm too old for all that now. But you never completely lose your eye for ladies. What a dick. I might have false teeth, Dr. Malan, but I'm no moron. For the good of humanity, I'm a sociopath and alleged rapist of women. Oh my god, but your little speech to the crew was less sincere than anything I could say with a straight face. At least you know how to turn a blind eye whenever I have to get rid of troublesome subjects, right, Malan? The new gas for the chambers is working splendidly. An improved kill rate of 60% on the old formula. I watched those poor fuckers writhe and die. We have a viewing window now, just so we can make sure it's done. If I were a moral man, I'd call it perverse. It's lucky for Project C that I couldn't give a shit. I thrive when I don't have to answer to everyone with a conscience. This will not do. Not at all. I need more subjects. The rejection ratio of the DNA splicing is stratospheric, so not only do I need more bodies, but I need better ones. They bring me imports and strays, but the best results are achieved with crew members. One cannot prey too often on those, of course, no matter the need. My chosen ones were always those who wouldn't be missed. The furnaces are inadequate for my disposal requirements. I'm told they're so hot that they could destroy dark matter. They seem slow to respond when burning flesh though, and the smell is hardly pleasant either. It reminds me of that injured dog that I found as a little boy growing up in Missouri. It looked at me with a pleading look, the kind of a sick patient gives a doctor they trust absolutely. Naturally, I stomped on the mongrel's head. It was a mercy. There are too many in society who have a similarly damaged disposition. It's a kindness to snuff out all of their worthless lives. Alright, bro, chill. I must get more pathway. That little prick DeSantos is usually more than forthcoming with his ingredients, but he says his own supplies are having problems. Suppliers. I know you, DeSantos. I know you're not a real doctor. I know the kind. I have 5 PhDs and can tell when men have been hired for their instincts rather than their knowledge. Meanwhile, the cutting and splicing continues. Oh, and Charlotte, we all know about your little experiment, you stupid bitch. First she kills her partner by accidentally exposing him to a lethal virus, and then she goes gaga for him. That's the sort of beautiful incompetence that slays me. Slay! I spent years perfecting the art of the kill, making a murder appear a mishap, and she went and did it all completely by accident. What a perfect nonsense. I held a subject down today and used my surgical hammer to cave in his windpipe. Then I gouged out his eyes and tried to rip his jaw from its socket. My goodness, what an outburst. I'm becoming careless. I need more pathway. Dr. Milan is starting to worry that my tendencies cannot be controlled. He need not worry. I'm still focused on seed. Seed is still just that, a seed. But this chrysalis will soon break open and blossom. The successfully bred Homo novi wait in their containment cells while their unsuccessful brethren, reduced to a viral mulch that's already breached the containment seals of the ship, grow. Its genetic makeup might be a little more than trash, but it is astoundingly tenacious. I have to respect that which kills with such efficiency. That's no problem, Fawn. Chill out, have a good time. I woke up in the emergency room today. Somebody found me on the stairs. I can't fucking remember. Why did I get fucking from? I can't remember much, but I do know is that both my fucking legs are up in the cast. That's where I got the fucking from. I better get comfortable because Dr. Graham says I'll be in here for at least a month. We die as the Novi cut us down, but I'm not ready to be replaced by a new species. Our creations are impressive, but I don't share Milan's fanaticism for what is happening here. I must try to make sure one of the lifeboats is available for me. A shame there was not another for that delectable young thing. What was her name? Callister? I would have liked to have her around when the ship was going to hell. She's dead, however. How unfortunate. I may be old, but I'll tear anyone who tries to stop me from leaving apart at the limbs. Stop me from leaving apart at the limbs? Okay, my brain went brrr. I I have survived police investigations, court cases, vengeful spouses, and idealistic lab hands. I would gut any shitbag trying to prevent my escape, and that includes you, Milan. I would jab out your eyeballs and eat them before I submit to you. My blue has a problem. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can do right now. Yee.
No words. I can't even.
What do you see?
What kind of a monster would do this? These women, these poor women. This is torture. This is.
Science.
These women must have families and lives.
You can't do anything for them now. Soon this ship will run out of oxygen. They won't be in pain for much longer.
A second in this place is more torture than anyone should bear.
Alright. Another power cell thing. Can't do anything about it. Oh,
I'm here to help.
what did I get? Bandage?
I'm gonna help you.
Okay.
Just close your eyes. Just breathe in and out. Soon you wake up from this. A defibrillator. And it looks like it's fully charged.
Okay. What's in here? A bloated fetus. Project C revised version 6. Ugh. Update by Dr. G. Milan, Kane Corporation. All rights reserved. For the eyes of Kane Board of Directors only. Seed is an attempt to create the ultimate super soldier by, in simple terms, activating junk strands of human DNA. Over the years, the human genome has shed or made dormant certain strands of its own DNA sequence for various evolutionary reasons. Professor Salam Garund observed that the certain dormant parts of these genes were not so much junk as they were potential. That is, genetic information contained and completely sublimated by a dominant gene. Professor Garand engineered an early life form based on this original theory by introducing these identified genetic strands in the early stages of embryo formation. The initial concept was intriguing, but his ultimate result was a group of uncontrollable animalistic creatures. Version 6 of this proposal is is to update these same dormant genes into the human makeup by use of genetic splicing, thereby introducing desirable physical and mental characteristics over a generation to produce fast-learning, hard-to-kill, and utterly ruthless soldiers. For this one, her vital signs are steady. Certain hormonal levels are extremely high, but I'm countering this with the judicious administration of depressants in each case. Survival chances very high. She's young, healthy, and there are no signs of any infections or complications capable of disrupting the birth. Recommendations: keep under observation, prepare for phase 1 treatment. Next is the subject, despite her promising early progress, appears to be failing. Supposition is that she cannot withstand the foreign genetic structure that is being fused into her body. Typical signs of rejection are being displayed. Observe for an additional 24 hours. If there are no signs of improvement, the termination and disposal of the patient is recommended. The subject is progressing well as being aesthetically attractive. Does that matter? She has all of the other genetic traits required. Initial concerns about her suitability, voiced by Dr. Milan chiefly due to the number of her sexual partners, have been proven unfounded. She will be a perfect carrier. The hybrid DNA is fusing to my satisfaction. Apart from a small amount of pain, her body appears to be coping with the adjustments. I have prescribed her a steady dose of anesthetic to keep her subdued and comfortable. Since delivery, hybrid subject 302 has been kept inside an incubator due to his respiratory distress. Assisted breathing is required. Word? Cardiac arrest has occurred and the use of automated external defibrillators. Listen, I know the English language, okay? Has been required to revive the child. I deduce that the conditions of sickliness are due to the late molecular bonding between hybrid and host DNA in the mother. A weak nervous system is also highly likely in this case, but the subject's regenerative abilities can be simulated with steroids. The child is weak but will survive. The mother is suitable for continued breeding. Y'all bitch is weird. Hybrid fetus.
Hybrids?
I can't tell.
I'm not gonna say anything else about it. No. Okay. I think I know what to do with the What's this for? Sink. I think I know. I think I know. Wait, did it do anything? Did it do anything? I was trying to clog it. Oh, yes, yes. I see the water on the floor. I see it. Where is it? You. Let me wait till it gets closer so I can set this down. See it. See the plan. If this doesn't work, then you know what? I tried. Did it do anything? Is it safe for me to step around? Yes, it's been deactivated. Okay. Wait, why can't I move? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. Can I go in here? No, it doesn't seem like it. Huh. Oh, because I see. For some reason, I thought I couldn't go down through the bottom too, but it's not that. Here we go. Okay, now we're on the upper level. Had me confused for a second.
Warning. The oxygen atmosphere generating system is no longer functioning. Product failure is imminent.
Okay, so there's something I need to find. What it is, I'm not sure. But we're gonna try to find it. If I was a thing that needed to be found, where would I be? Nothing with the machinery. Nutrient tubes. Hiccup burp. Nice sound. I think I got everything that was here. I think. We read the stuff for it. Can't do anything else with her. Join twin hybrids. Overgrown hybrid. Oh. Anything I might have left behind? This area up here looks like I could go through it, but I can't.
Looks like this place is being expanded.
Seed was always expanding. That place scares me.
High temperature slug gun.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Okay, we have a slug gun. Don't know what that's for. But we have a gun. The music. I don't think there's anything else.
Easy does it. God, I just hate it. Got it.
What did I get? Twisted metal? Okay. Do I use... Okay, did nothing. Did nothing. I see. I see.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if the twisted metal... Hold on. Get me out of here. Where's the twisted metal? No. It was a thought. Wonder what I gotta use for twisted metal then. Why are you going all the way around?
I
Can't
think
use
that
it for
would
that
break.
either. Wait, when did I get the liquid nitrogen canister? Hold on. Hold on. When did I get that? Oh, you know what? I wonder if I gotta put the liquid nitrogen canister on the door before shooting it. There you go. No, you could have just stood where you were at. John, stand back.
This isn't gonna work.
No, so, okay, the liquid... Okay, wait. I think he's doing it. There we go. We're making progress. That's the good part. Okay, where am I? What the fuck?
They're almost human. Especially their eyes.
Don't get too close.
Looks like a little alien. Drop down hybrid. Withered hybrid. Bone mending glue. That's mine now. Healthy organism. Does that look healthy to you?
Eugenics war. I taught this in my history class. All of this research will be lost. Does that mean that this was for nothing?
For nothing.
The little homie on the floor. Okay, subject 82509 Lana. Subject's host Tara McCormick, First Lieutenant Marine Liaison. Subject observation rambunctious. Subject appears to have inherited her mother's powerful physical build and latent aggression. Lana has the makings of an excellent alpha female candidate. Move Lana to a group cell as isolation appears to promote irritability. Daryl. Subject's host Willow Brody, nurse, medical deck. Quiet but intelligent, attempted to pick the lock on his cell yesterday but failed to escape. Excellent puzzle solving skills and while not especially aggressive has a strong build. A thinker clearly. Frederick. Subject shows little of his mother's solid frame but a superb hunter. Stalks and learns tactics by observing the others. Appears to be developing a strong tactical mind. And then Nay. What just happened? One to watch. Cunning, extraordinarily fast and dangerous. Appears to prefer isolation as attempted pairings result in fatalities. Takes an alpha role easily. Dominates the other novae. A definite candidate for Lana's mate. Okay, children. Alright, Dr. Charlotte M. Williams. Oh, Francis, I still lie awake at night thinking of you. You haunt my dreams, my nightmares, and my fantasies. We found love, dear, even when we worked in Kane's Sydney lab, creating viral strains that could turn the human inside out. We loved and made love. Ours is a match made in heaven. We worked on only the most exciting viruses and pathogens. Our work together was a Mozart requiem, a piece of perfection. My work now is a pale imitation of what it once was, oh Francis. How long ago was it now? It must be 10 years. But it feels like only yesterday. You were too sick to transfer to the Groom Lake when I did. You died just as I took up my post, but don't fret, my angel. I've begun concocting a way of bringing you back to life. I always called you my little Frankenstein, do you remember? Shedding the boundary between life and death was always your ultimate goal. Well now, with Project Seed entering its second phase, my plans can finally be put into practice. Alright, you're a weirdo. The laboratories are off limits between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., so that's when I work. Naturally, I prepare all of the calculations and machine settings in my quarters. I keep the subject under a false name in one of the pods. So far, not even Dr. Milan knows what I'm doing. Each major laboratory operation I perform takes no more than an hour, and I always erase the machine records at the end of each one. I'm using your DNA, my darling. With the enhanced regenerative abilities of the genetic material we've already synthesized for Seed, you will be reborn. But you'll be impervious to physical degeneration, immune to sickness and pain. I have done what you would have wanted and made you perfect. And when you sleep healthy, unblemished, and reconstituted from your glass womb, you'll never leave me again. You're a weird bitch, bro. Things have felt strange lately. My work continues, but I swear, darling Francis, I can feel you watching me. I'm trying to work longer hours to complete the new and reborn you, but it's not easy. Marvin has already had a look at some of my work, I'm sure, as if he'd have any concept of what I'm trying to achieve anyway. You were reading up on some bugs and other weaknesses. You're good. I still wonder, my darling, why you cursed me as you died. You know it was an accident. I know you remember that. It wasn't murder. I've never committed a murder. Not even when we tested that pathogen on those troublesome neighbors. It was an experiment. How were we to know they choked to death on their own innards? I suppose death was a possibility, but that's science. I fear for your continued life. I'm afraid Milan knows. Who else knows? Have they contaminated you? I will run extra tests to make sure your code is not flawed or altered in any way. I'm anxious. I've started scratching my arms badly. At this rate, I may end up looking like that leprous toad Backman. Oh, my dearest Francis, I have failed you. Milan knows. He confronted me about it directly. He wants me to make you just like them. I cannot have you crawling on all fours like some dog on the street. The very idea offends me. I will protect you with my life. You will be reborn. I swear this on my life. Everyone here is just fucked. Doesn't interact with that machine there. Yeah, what do I have in my inventory? Empty pistol, bone mending glue, high temperature slug gun, twisted metal, John's personal data tag. Okay, Bone mending glue. What would I use that for?
I don't think this will fit.
You never know. Just try.
Maybe? No.
I doubt I have to do anything with
I can try to
the
make
tag.
it fit, but it may break.
Okay. None of those things go together. Bone mending glue. Huh. Would you like some glue or a stick?
These don't go well together. No, that won't work.
No. Okay.
Maybe. No.
Smack her to death. No. Okay.
No, that won't work.
Just checking. Bone mending. What I used for you? Try the twisted metal and it's not it.
It doesn't work like that.
Oh, the glue. Now I have the power cell housing lock imprint. Okay, okay. I see. That's mine now. Get the ones from the other rooms. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I'm going to be using them for, but I'm going to get them.
Of this power cell may result in subject termination and or equipment failure.
Well, everyone's going to die now.
Go to sleep. My baby. Don't worry.
Ain't the time for this right now, John. Just saying. Is there one in the other room? Let me see. All these people are fucked. Was there one around here? I don't see it. Oh, I can go this way. Hold on. I'm going out that way first. I mean, yet. Shit's crazy. Yeah, before we head down that other way, let me check through here. Okay. Now for you.
I can't see it working like that.
Nah. Alright. Well. Are there these? Nah.
I think that'll just break it.
Yeah, I know. Can I not?
I think that'll just break it.
I was about to say, hello? I can open that. I'm pretty sure.
Removal of this power cell will result in power interruptions in areas adjacent to this node.
Can I have that? Okay, now we can go that other way. I don't know what I'm going to use these cells for, but I'm going to use them. Let me see. Okay, we still have use for the rod. Okay, we can come down here. Response, can I have that anyways? Can I have it anyways? Word? Mainframe computer. Mainframe computer.
Don't go any further. I'm warning you now.
How could you do this?
I do with my children as I see fit.
It's barbaric.
Spare me the pity of the righteous.
His
Your
accent keeps
daughter
changing.
owes her life to me.
What do you know about Rebecca?
ARG was good on this ship, Mr. Maracheck. Cancer, HIV, Ebola, I eliminated them all. Her life is mine to do with as I choose.
Oh, I see where I gotta put those power cells.
Everything, Johnny boy. I know about your daughter and all about your wife. You are accountable.
Jammed his signal, John. You need to hurry. We're close.
Well, before I do what I gotta do there, let me read these things. Dr. G. Malan. The new year begins, the wheel turns, and the Groom Lake continues to lead the vanguard of scientific discovery for all humankind. Yet I feel dissatisfied. Even as the peons who work under me celebrate the new year, I wonder why. Why would you celebrate such an asinine concept as an outdated Gregorian calendar on a ship that's currently swimming through the depths of space? The reason is clear: comfort. They fear the unknown, the alien, the impossible. I do not. I embrace the unforgiving cosmos with open arms. The problem with the research we do is the humans doing it, constrained as they are by conscience, remorse, and sometimes even fear. We try to grasp the infinite and give it a framework that ill fits its cosmic splendor. This is my 10th year as Special Projects Director for Kane Corporation. Despite my discoveries and requests for knowledge, I've held back at every turn by paperwork, moralizing scientists, and that group of degenerate toadies that I sit on the board with. If I were rid of them, then my word would be God, my word. Well, whatever you say, bro. Not the word of a corporation. Still, they have their uses. The research is funded by Kane and the Groom Lake is kept running by the money and personnel they provide. But the time will come when all this changes, you mark my words. Kinda hydrate. Woo. Next, I'm inundated with emails from all departments about inconsistencies with storage and contaminated samples. This grand masquerade is sometimes more tedious than it's actually worth. Worst of all was Dr. Wei and that technician, Miss Callister, is it? I normally make short work of such troublemakers, but it hardly seems worthwhile. Troublemakers must be allowed to make trouble, because if they disappear, that legitimizes their claims, and somebody will always take up the fallen crusader's torch. Dr. Beckman's tendencies are becoming harder to restrain. I'm well aware of his shortcomings. The old man is as brilliant as he is deranged, yet manages to go about his work with a sociopathic glee. He's useful to have around. He has requested more bodies for seed, specifically more women who were recently pregnant. That is problematic, as we have very few such women on board and imports are not easy to come by. We may have to play this one under their radar. That fool, Dr. Gray, complained yet again about his beloved insects becoming more aggressive as a result of the power outages. So what? Let them spill out onto the decks as far as I'm concerned. The importance of seed outranks the hydroponics project work by 1,000 to 1. I do like playing chess with Dr. Gray, of course. I win every time. A little fact he's unlikely to tell anyone, although he does seem quite happy to contact anyone who's interested with the opinion that he'd be the next best candidate for my job. Sebastian, you could not handle what I do. If you believe otherwise, then you're as great a fool as I imagine you to be. When the day that I foresee comes, your rotting corpse will be under my feet, and I will laugh. I mean, just in case we haven't realized, this guy's a fucking nut job. Dr. Williams is still under the delusion that I don't know about her personal research. Officially, it's illegal for staff to conduct their own research, but this is interesting. Recreating her dead lover in the form of a hybrid. How fascinating. If it works, I'll make use of it. If it doesn't, then it'll burn with the rest of the rejects. The woman is obsessed, and I know that DeSantos is playing no small part in feeding her delusions. I know her secret research won't cause me any problems, or I would never have allowed her on the project seed. So it seems contaminated waste from the corpse disposal overspill is contaminating the ship. It's causing fungal growths, or so my various drones tell me. The fungus is a riveting proposition, though. While I'm angry at Dr. Beckman for terminating more subjects than strictly necessary, these unintended side effects are fascinating. I intimated as much to Dr. Gray, and of course stroked his ego with hints at promotion and glory. He'll keep the fungus alive. The engineers want it destroyed, but I'm sure we can delay that. This experiment is becoming more engaging by the day, and I haven't even had to lift a finger. So while they clog up my inbox with demands and Rome burns, I plan to play the violin. We're more than secure here anyway, and this has a certain inevitability about it. I must record the daily developments as the experiment grows. It is as I foresaw. Panic, destruction, and mayhem, and yet Seed continues apace. Once the fervor in the flame dies down, we'll sweep the decks of detritus and repurpose all of it for my beautiful hybrid creations. No more growing plants for the good of mankind. God is no longer in the machine, my friends. I am God. My beautiful children have excelled themselves. They kill, they learn, they adapt. A primal species without any of the trappings of morality. It's their time now. They almost came to be once many years ago, but were snuffed out by humanity, afraid of its natural successors. This systematic extermination was given a name, the Eugenics Wars. The public knew it as the corporate warfare. In truth, it was a coordinated Jesus, genocide. Humanity wasn't ready for Professor Guerin's astounding discovery and sought to destroy it. His work was not perfect, of course. That's where I came in. I spent most of my life as a part of Kane, trying to access Professor Guerin's original work. Old Man Kane pushed me to the top because we shared an ideal, the utilization of science for the perfection of humanity. Where we differed were the methods by which this was to be achieved. Not that he had much more to say after I held that pillow to his face as he lay in the hospital bed. Okay. All for a higher purpose. Creation of our species from raw subjects will become impossible now that the crew are dead, dying, or unclean. But it's hardly an issue. Any subjects who are flawed or imperfect have been turned into the fertilizer that will nurture the perfection of the surviving race. Now, the challenge is moving the Groom Lake out of range or of any other ships. No one can be allowed to escape the ship alive. Any good, strong survivors will become members of the new race. I am the creator. I control. I transcend. DeSantos, I'm so very disappointed in you. A distress signal? I thought we were one wine here in Seed. I'll castrate and destroy you for this betrayal. Your flawed body is hardly worthy of becoming one of my children, but for now, I must turn off this accursed signal. You cannot hide from me, Marvin, you drug-peddling little fuck. Well. Alright, whose PDA is this? Okay, it's not a lot to read. Robert Lincoln. I've been reassigned to investigate the disappearance and murder of 2 scientists in the employ of Dr. Milan. A strange matter, to be sure. I've been observing the movements of some of these eggheads, and I can't say I'm too impressed. Nope. Doesn't anybody around here record their comings or goings or make any notes? There is no traditional organization in this department whatsoever. Project Seed answers to nobody. This I know, but I thought these scientific types always made notes. Not that I care about admin, but I very much care about finding out who's selling weapons-grade secrets. Industrial secrets are a matter of life and death, especially death in this case. My investigation will be thorough, and no stone will be left unturned. The staff here are strange, and in fact, I'd say lots of them are even crazy. But I couldn't care less about that. Just want names and answers. I got this job because I get things done, not because of my warm and caring personality. At the moment, people are taking umbrage to my investigation. But security is a constant and essential part of shipboard life, especially when we're talking about industrial espionage. I'm not sure where the 2 missing scientists are, but it seems, based on the modified records I found, that they were killed and ejected into space. Any other man would assume that these 2 were the criminals, but I don't buy that. As far as suspects go, I've ruled out Charlotte Williams and Marvin DeSantos. Charlotte because she doesn't know where she is half of the time, and DeSantos because he's just a smirking shit for brains. I'm confident that he's involved in drug dealing, and I will give him this. He is cautious, and acts like he's a real ladies' man. But I know the truth. I've seen him rejected repeatedly at the bar. Since July, I've had to operate under the pretense that I'm an assistant. It's lucky that in my career I had some emergency room experience. The only other person who knows about my true purpose here is Dr. Milan. He's been encouraging. He constantly supplies me with information that I require for my investigation, and at times is a little overhelpful. Still, he seems honest enough. For the record, I'm well aware of the kind of man Dr. Milan is. I've seen his experiments with my own eyes. I've seen what happens when the bodies are disposed of, and the burning fires of the furnaces. But he does what's required to justify the means. There are few men in this world who would do what has to be done. For that, I admire him. He told me to watch over Dr. Williams' experiments. It seems they're unofficial, and although I prepared a report to Kane to have her removed from position, Dr. Milan immediately overrode my request. I respect him, but to be honest, I don't like having my authority overruled. Backman of all people was sniffing around today. It seems the old psychopath suddenly became curious. I asked Dr. Milan for further instructions, and he told me to incapacitate the old man. This I did. A shame I had to break the old guy's kneecaps. Honestly, I was hoping to slit his throat, but Dr. Milan insisted that he remain alive. Alive and in pain, but unable to move. I'm revising my earlier opinion on that DeSantos character. I still think he's a little pathetic shit, but I now believe he was partly responsible for some of the stolen information. He strikes me as an amateur put up to this by an outside agent. I'll deal with DeSantos soon. But first, I've got to monitor his movements. Make one move, pal, and I'll have you. Dr. Milan has earmarked me for one of his experiments. I know this because when I attempted to leave the ship to report to Kane Corp, I discovered that my access was restricted and blocked. I came back to my quarters and found Milan waiting here. He was waiting with 2 of those hellish critters that he's created. I'm not squeamish, but those things make me nauseous. I'm currently awaiting what he calls processing. I suppose at this stage I should make peace with God. I've killed many men in my life, and I'll never say that I feel remorse for it, and I won't give Dr. Milan the satisfaction of hearing me pray for mercy. My last notes on this affair are that Dr. Milan himself is at the heart of the events on board the ship. I was blind to it. I refused to believe that he was capable of creating such a devastation. I always thought that scientists like control, but Milan breaks all the rules as far as science is concerned. The leaked information, the fungal growth, the missing scientists, I'm beginning to suspect he even knew that DeSantos was actually selling intelligence and may have fed him the information to sell. To what end, I don't know. I suspect it was because DeSantos kept Bachman drugged to the eyeballs with whatever powerful stimulants he happened to have so Bachman could continue his work. I can hear the machines being turned on. I welcome my fate. At least I know that I did my job for Kane Corporation. Have a good night, Fawn. Okay. Well, now I know what to do with these power cells. One. It 2. It's 3. Get ready for the ride of your life, kid. That's not where you do it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. We're probably gonna regret this, but let's destroy everything. Ooh, Dr. Milan's about to be pissed. Also, I'm waiting till it's like midnight because that's when I get paid.
Warning. The environmental
Because
control
I want to
and
buy
life
Outlast
support
Trials.
system has been compromised. Please report to the visitor center for further instructions.
Okay. Anything with these things? Nothing to pick up? No, it doesn't seem like it.
Abnormal neural activity detected.
Okay, mask stone. I don't have a mask. Huh. What the fuck? That hybrid in a cage. More dead hybrid. Oosh.
Restaurants on levels 2 and 3 are now
Okay.
closed.
I didn't get anything from them. Would you like a slug gun?
I think that'll just break it.
Huh. You know, before I attempt anything, hold on. There we go. Oh, just viewing portals for this passionate scientist of Project Seed. Can't see shit. Oh, wait. Oh. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Nick needs to know about this.
Anything else? Dead bodies, dead bodies, dead bodies. Bringing light. Gas pipes. More dead bodies. I fuck up? Oh wait, no, somebody's coming. Is that Dr. Milan? Ooh, I'm ready to fuck your ass up, boy. Actually, let me see if I got paid. Where is he taking me? He's gonna torture me, isn't he?
I know why you're here.
Who are
I
you?
don't know what you're talking about.
Bullshit!
Listen, Milan.
Dr. Malan.
Let's discuss this rationally.
Enough! I'll see you soon, Miss Ainsley. Give my regards to her. Mr. Maracheck, you sneaky bastard. Not
Yeah, I'm
to
a little
worry,
sneaky.
I can speed up this little family reunion.
What have you done with Rebecca?
She's right here.
Hmm?
Rebecca!
Oh shit, there she is. Oh, she's zooming.
You
She
took
got the
away my
zoomies.
life's
Look at her.
work, Mr. Maracheck.
You see her? Let me flip over the side.
Now let me return the favor. Cage 7 open.
Enjoy the show. I'm off to deal with Judas.
Little girl got the zoomies. Look at her go. Oh, I should probably walk up to her.
I'm going to deactivate the very 14.
Rebecca, no! Rebecca, run! Kill me! Take me!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Rebecca, no! Rebecca, run! Kill me! Take me! Rebecca! 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 Rebecca!
It's not funny. Oh, I gotta keep breaking the glass. I got her bloody teddy bear. And we can
John?
switch back. Yeah, I was never in the way.
I understand you're emotional. Still get Ellen.
Xeno Smash.
Save her.
Crest Redfield edition. That's
You need to put your daughter's DNA into the scanner.
I'm living in a nightmare. I can't do this. I just can't do this.
Don't have a choice.
Oh, my
You're
PDT.
a monster. We need to find Ellen. We need to put Rebecca's blood into the scanner. Now!
here.
OMG, 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 thank you so much. OMG, you are so thank you.
Yeah, a week later, so thank you so much for the recent subscription, Noah. I appreciate it. He's crying too much. I can't do anything. Can I put this teddy bear here? Okay, is he done crying? Is this not the scanner? My man's out of it. I think this is, yeah, the DNA scanner. Okay. Can't put it on. Now I can. Okay. My stupid menu thing was in the way.
scanning. Can you get out of there?
Dispose of biological material for processing at Recycling Station 0314.
Sleep now, my angel.
Well, there goes that. Alright, where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I? Oh, there I am. I was at the top.
John? Are you there?
Yes.
I found her. Your wife is in the military wing. I'm on my way there.
Okay, just pick something up. What is it? A hazmat glove. Dwayne H. Jones, Drainage Service Technician Level 3, Log 1988, deleted and/or damaged. Abandonment, no feeling like it. Betrayal, there's another one that cuts deep. To be betrayed and abandoned by your own family. Well, fuck, what can I say? It's been 10 years since Maggie put my name into the Progressive Assisted Selected Suicide Lottery for $10,000 cash from the government, no questions asked. They said it was a fantastic deal. Anyways, all that cash and only a super slim chance that my name will be selected. The state wins in the long run, with one less welfare case, and my family gets a cash bonus. Did I have a say in this? No. So April 15th rolls along and bam! Just my luck. My name is picked along with a few thousand other unlucky bastards. I did the only thing I could. The only thing I've ever really done. I ran. I joined Kame Corporation and headed as far away from my blood-sucking wife as possible. I've worked my way up the ranks here. Level 3 gets me limited seat access, which means I can clean up some weird and disgusting shit. But at least nobody talks to me or asks questions, so that suits me just fine. Who cares? At least I'm alive and kicking. Master of my own destiny. Keeping that in mind, I've been stuck in this room for a few days now with only the dead as company. Nobody's looking for me, but at least the bodies have stopped falling into the acid vats. That green goo is my way out to a better place. A sip of that shit and I'll be assisting my own goddamn suicide. To anybody reading this, please pass this message on to my wife. Fuck you, Maggie. Alright. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Just trying to see if any of them open. Oh, this is acid. Be careful. Can I come over here? This is all acid. I have a hazmat glove. Wonder, do I need the acid to break these things open? Maybe. How do I get it? I doubt I'd use the glove. But I'll try it anyway. You want my PDT? No, it doesn't let me grab it. Oh,
Okay.
I'm a bullshitter.
It's dark. No lights.
Keep your head down and stay away from the walls. And listen, you'll hear him before you see him.
Yes, okay. Okay.
I don't know why, but she gives me Miranda vibes from Mass Effect. Okay, so hazmat glove filled with acid. It's very bitter there. Where do I put it? Okay, now what do I have? Melted hazmat glove. Can I fill it up again? No, I can't.
Too close. That was too goddamn close.
Calm yourself.
I don't know if I'm going the right way.
Panic and you won't make it. Focus. Breathe.
What in the shit?
Shit, yeah.
the storage locker.
Oh, hi there, Laura
I don't
Croft.
think they saw me. I'll contact you when I'm clear.
I'll be waiting.
Warning. The oxygen processor has experienced a critical failure.
Let me see if I got my money yet.
Your center for immediate evacuation.
Not yet. God, I hate it when they pay me late. I just want to play some video games. More corpse. What's this? What? Prosthetic limb? Okay. So this must smell delicious. Human remains. Power distribution. This electrical node facilitates power distribution through the region of the Groom Lake. I'm afraid to touch it. What do I have?
These don't go well together.
Oh. Prosthetic limb wrapped in rubber. There's a thing about rubber and electricity, right?
I'm in the limb regeneration lab. There are arms, legs.
One step at a time. How close are you to Ellen?
How am I gonna go through
She's in the
that?
storage bay. 2 floors up. I'm close.
This isn't Dead Space. I can't exactly use stasis, even though the game is called stasis. Alright, what the fuck do we gotta do here? Anything. Corpse. How am I gonna get through this? The only thing I have is my PDT. Ooh, someone had a backward sneeze. It's okay. Freaks her out every time she has. Okay. Alright. I need something. Something with the cogs. Can I throw my PDT into it?
I think that'll just break it.
Maybe that's the point. I'm clicking around because sometimes there are just some things that are in the way that I don't notice. I have to, what's it called? Pixel hunting? I do a little bit of pixel hunting to see if there's anything close by that I can use to keep that thing open. Okay, I've checked on... Okay. The child-sized carcass appears soft and deflated. Brittle bones protrude, piercing the translucent skin at odd angles. Hybrid intestines. Do I use that? Excuse me. Hand it over. I do.
This is a test of the emergency evacuation announcement system.
Almost at the hangar. John, I need to explain the situation.
Well, Miss Hensley. And it looks like you brought a friend along.
Milan, Taya!
Are you done? Okay, power pad. I have a slug gun. Alright, before anything, hold on. Jared Winslow. I try real hard not to think of any less of Scotty, but I swear the boy ain't got a carrying bone in his body. Plus, I bet he don't know what any of those big words he uses mean. He's always, why am I trying to read it like a hillbilly or something? He's always hinting that when we're back home, we can be partners in business. I got myself a job on a damn spaceship. Does he reckon I'd need any help getting a job? Back before the rapid transport system was running through the Groom Lake, folks used to get around in these really slow transport pods. I found one, tucked behind a pile of storage crates. I've been working on it for maybe a month now. I reckon I can get it working. Scotty played an April Fool's joke on me. Dumped some water on me while I was working on the pod. I accidentally cut him real bad with a wrench. Anyways, I'm gonna play a little joke on him and set his favorite book on fire, but not today. Sometime when he won't expect it. Oh my god. Pod's coming along great. A couple more months and maybe I can test it out. My kid brother, Judd, would be so proud. He used to help me work on cars all the time. One time he was fixing the brakes on this old clunker when one of the jacks broke. I know he's in a better place now, but I still feel bad. I pray about it every day, and I know that God knows that I didn't mean to do it. I promised to him that I'm trying to not be so angry anymore. A word? I'll finish. Had to get some parts printed with a nanite machine, but I'm sure Stefan didn't mind much. Is it Stefan or just Stefan? We'll just go with Stefan. Didn't mind much. Can't wait to try it out. Scotty says the pod won't work and that I'll get into trouble for it. Who the hell does he think he is? I made sure it would work. I ain't stupid. It's getting real hard to breathe and just pray about stuff. People like Scotty, God lets them live for some reason or another. Albert noticed some strange mushroom stuff growing all over engineering today. Guess we're gonna have to get cleaning. Good news and bad news. We had to scrub like mama on laundry day, so the gunk is just about gone. Bad news is it's all over the damn place. Scotty has been really nice since I burned that book of his. Scotty's nicer every day. The Bible said he'd change if I was nice to him, and look what happened. A little bit of bread goes a long way in the house of God. Damn, this ain't good. The ship's on level 7 lockdown. Looks like we're gonna get real familiar with one another down here. Folks must have got mighty hungry. Screams are echoing everywhere. Scotty and me are gonna lock down engineering, shut down the baskets, and close the umbilical bridge. Keep them away from the twins. It's Judd all over. I swear I didn't mean to. I couldn't get Scotty to shut it and stop making a ruckus. I just wanted him to shut up. I swear I didn't push him too hard, but for God's sake, he was being so damn loud. Just gets to where a guy can't take it no more. He thought he was better than that. He was better than me all along. He thought he was better than me all along? Than me? I think that's what it is. Ooh. I thought it was me. I thought I was reading it wrong. Well, he's dead now. He's staring at me. Got to tuck him away somewhere. I hear him. He's been laughing, crying, cracking jokes. He won't stop. Can't get him to stop. Folks say I can fix just about anything with a screwdriver. Already fixed Scotty. Already fixed Judd. God wants us to fix folks when they're broken. Can I fix me? Everybody on this ship is a nut job. Pod terminal. Test database incomplete. Maintenance pod control. Attempting to fix the pod terminal. I think it got working. Sort something backspace don't work. Still can't do much but make entries. On, open. How do I get access to the other functions? System notification failed to complete transmission path. Fuck you. You ain't a goddamn radio is invalid or recipient is currently offline. Terminal now recognizes the pod. Pod door hydraulics can be accessed but not open. Pod is ready to roll. Terminal works well enough, but I cannot erase test pods. Posts. Pods. Pod control. Open. Let's take a seat. That was weird. Janitorial office current location. Disposal area and visitor center expansion. I guess here first. Delicious. What does that sound?
A hive?
Hive.
This is the final boarding call for Chelsea Bean and Parasay Sushi.
Not interacting with anything.
Please proceed to gate 9 immediately. Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the evacuation procedures. Drink a Duke Cola instead.
Seems like he's interactive with anything. Making sure. Excuse you, sir. I'm running back over here. Doesn't seem like it. This hardened organic growth. I guess we gotta go to the other area then. Yeah, let's check it.
These creatures are following their base instincts. Breeding, eating.
Alright, visitor-centered expansion then. Alright, this panel. Oh, we need a retinal scanner. We need an eyeball. Alright. Okay.
A heavy loader. Looks like it was sealed in during construction.
We need to find an eye. There were a bunch of corpses back there. I wonder if now that I found out that I needed an eye, they'll let me interact with things. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it works. Let's go back. Let's see if we can get an eye from one of the corpses. Sounds and everything really get to you. Not in a bad way. When I pop out before the chair. Can I do anything with this corpse? No? I only have my PDT tag. I need an eye. Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't know that we can continue on this way.
Maintenance and repair and solid waste disposal facility is overdue by 9,125 days.
Never seen anything as disgusting as this place.
Okay.
I repeat, this is the final boarding call for these level 9 employees. Thank you.
Nothing about the hybrids. What we got here? Plasma cutter? Bitch. We playing Dead Space all of a sudden? What's this? I just pulled something out. I think that was a power cell. Yeah. We have a plasma cutter and a power cell. Alright, alright. Question is, what will we use the plasma cutter on? Oh, I think I know. Methinks I know. We gotta head all the way back. So wasn't there some spot that I had to stand on? Oh, and I was facing something. We'll see. Yeah, I think we have to cut this big old fridge looking thing open. Ooh. Nice. Do I take your eye? That's another way to do it. What if you would have squished the eye? I got an eye. Alright, let's see this PDA. Scott Tanaka. Alright, Jared would make for a useful business partner, but I can't even suggest it without him erupting into a fit of rage and beginning to rant that ain't how it's done in my family. Does the man honestly expect to get anywhere without once taking help from those more intelligent than he is? The Groom Lake has been a pleasure to be aboard thus far, much more entertaining than being on Earth. Even my family's private island isn't this entertaining. Granted, there isn't much left to do now that all the indigenous animals have been hunted and killed. Space, however, is infinite. I feel as though planning an April Fool's joke almost 2 weeks in advance is a little pathetic, especially when the plan consists of a single prank, pouring water on Jared. I poured water on him just like a little glass, and the consequence, the hulking dimwit chased me down the corridor with a wrench, slicing a reasonable portion of my forehead open. I'm now thoroughly convinced that he is deranged and will be doing some investigation. After agreeing to transfer a sum of money, I convinced Dr. Graham to obtain Jared's medical records for me. Jared really is mentally ill. He suffers from outbursts of rage. According to one report, he murdered his brother by crushing him to death with a car. It goes on to note that Jared believes it to be the will of the Lord. Capitalized just like that. How the hell did he manage to get a position in the most important area of the ship? I have to stay on his good side. I'm beginning to miss my father's mansion more with each passing day. Having maids and chefs to cater to me is how I was raised. To be responsible for cleaning up after myself and walking all the way to the mess hall for food remains a challenge. Sometimes I question my own sanity. I briefly criticized Jared's hobby of repairing that old transport pod and, oh, the daggered stare he gave me in return. But I did think, what did I think I could possibly accomplish by talking to him about it? Unbelievable. He burned my thesaurus. Jared marched towards me, ripped it from my hands, and set it on fire. Then he screamed, "April Fools!" and sprinted away, waving the burning pages above his head. I can't begin to say how many times I've retyped my entries. They feel not as good? There's a better word, I swear it. I would kill to get my thesaurus back. How can anyone respect me if I don't sound smart? Honey. I give up. I ran into Dr. Graham today and he remarked that I sounded like less of a pretentious asshole. Guess I should just talk like an ordinary person from now on. Oh hey, ordinary is a pretty big word. My arm hurts. It was hard work to get all of that fungus out of the generators. We did it though. Cleaning is not easy. I feel a sense of accomplishment. I guess Jared isn't all bad. He apologized to me today for losing his temper so often. And you know what? I apologized in return. I don't remember the last time I did that. Holy shit, turns out the guy had a bunch of rations tucked away. He shared them with me, even though he's almost out. If I don't starve to death here, I may have to put him in charge of Tanaka Investments charity, which doesn't exist yet. Rations are here. We have just enough food in the freezer to last us. We're far less hungry than the guys manning the twins. I have to say, I'm impressed. Not sure how those guys have had the energy to keep us afloat with so little to eat. Those guys are titans. Engineering is now on total lockdown. We have to keep whatever those things are away from the generators. I don't think that we'll ever see the light of day again. At least when I die, it'll be with the only real friend I ever had. Okay. Okay, now we head back to where that loader thing was. can't even close this tab.
This is the first boarding announcement for lifeboat 8 through 25.
Oh, sorry.
Any passengers requiring special assistance to begin boarding at this time.
Okay. Now this. Excuse you. Do we just need the one power cell? Because that's all there was. I guess so. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it. These some stuff to read. Okay, I can't come over to that side.
Welcome to the Groom Lake Visitor Center. Kane Corporation trusts that you'll enjoy your stay. Please ensure your personal data tag is updated with your medical history and is functioning correctly. Kane Mining Limited was founded in 2050. Henry Kane was appointed to exercise control over East Asian Pacific debt repayment through mining asset acquisition.
Okay, well, I don't have to read it. They could just read it for me. Thank God.
Launched in 2100, the tower was 6,106 feet long. This massive nuclear fusion-powered ship was used extensively as a planetary mining platform. 15 years of atmospheric exposure resulted in a weakened hull and her decommissioning.
Okay.
This poster depicts a 95-year-old Henry Kane in the prime of his life.
Before he was smothered with a pillow.
In 2116, Kane Corporation recruited a vessel from its mining fleet to be repurposed as a laboratory.
Okay, what about this?
Did you know? Kane Mining Limited was rebranded as Kane Corporation in June 2019.
Okay. Interesting, interesting.
Welcome to the Groom Lake Visit. The tower was rechristened the Groom Lake in 2120 when she left dry dock and began her journey towards the outer planets. And is functioning correctly. Kane Mining Limited. Charles Clark Kane has proudly taken over the reins from his father and continues his family's legacy.
What about over here? Over here.
In 2077, a mile below the surface, Camp 571 in Japan produced a treasure trove of medical research documentation. Did you know? Henry Kane served in the military and was a decorated naval aviator.
Good for him.
A replica of a statue of remembrance that stands in Washington, D.C.
With this.
The rapid advancement of medical research and its auxiliary studies culminated in the perfection of genetic manipulation. Popularized by the media as a medical Cold War, the eugenics age far exceeded selective breeding. In 2049, a worldwide ban was placed on unapproved genetic modification.
I do love me some lore. Okay. Oh shit, destroyed lifeboat, destroyed lifeboat. All these lifeboats destroyed? How the fuck are we gonna get out of here? I have no idea. Hello? Leave. Oh, this lifeboat is not, they're not listed as destroyed, so maybe we can leave with one of these. Music.
Without a family, man, alone in the world, trembles with the cold.
Excuse me, you just disrespected a respected naval rank. Pipes. Okay, through the airlock. Exit out.
Murderer!
You really are a roach, Mr. Maracheck.
I am.
Shoot him! Kill him now!
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun.
Don't try to worm your way out of this, you goddamn monster.
Monster? By whose standards do you call me a monster? The morals of men don't apply to gods.
Okay, what do? Do I shoot him with the plasma cutter? Oh shit, there's a force field. There's a force field around him. So don't shoot at him with the plasma cutter. Maybe there's something else I can shoot the plasma cutter on. Thank God we're a video game character and just pop right back to life.
Murderer!
Hit with the plasma
really
cutter.
are a roach, Mr. Maracheck.
John, shoot him! Kill him now!
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun.
Don't try to worm your way out of this.
Could be the thing up above that I shoot.
By whose standards do you call me a monster?
Maybe that's why the lights are flashing.
The morals of men don't apply to gods.
Let's try that.
Tia, grab hold of something!
Yep, that's what I needed to do. Wait. Oh, what the fuck happened to me?
Down initiated.
I don't trust Taya, bro.
Quantum storage
She's
device
too calm.
damaged and door missing. Fractural femur detected. Scapula damaged. Seek immediate medical attention.
Damn, I'm all fucked up.
Alan, did you... Have we got her?
I do. She's here.
It's over. It's all over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
I'm sorry, it wasn't supposed to end like this. Waking you was a mistake, John. But I'm happy to have
So
met
you're
you.
the one who woke me up.
I don't understand. Tia, what do you mean?
Tell you, bro.
You woke me? Answer me!
We needed a way to transport the research off the Groom Lake. And your wife's bone marrow was a perfect storage device.
Research? This is about fucking research?
Yes! It's about research. Worth billions, John.
What a
billions.
So you caused all of this? You let those things loose?
No, I'm not that sloppy. The idiots we sent to get your wife's body turned off all the containment protocols. We lost Ellen in all the chaos. That pussy Yuri was on his way to you when Milan got involved.
On his way to get my DNA.
It was the only way to locate the data carrier in this shitfest. Old man Kane will be rolling in his grave when I sell his secrets.
You're just like Milan.
Is that what you think? John, do you love your wife? Well, I loved my husband, and Kane Security Forces murdered him during a protest.
That's my
Kane
problem.
Corporation took everything from me, and now I will burn them to the ground.
You don't have to do this. You don't.
2 stasis pods, hon. It was never gonna happen.
Selenographic coordinates confirmed. Autopilot has been engaged. Time to departure. 15 minutes.
Now what? Oh, I can move.
You never had any intention of helping me. You used me. You used my family.
It's not personal.
I just realized this is bone sticking out.
Not personal. You bitch.
Guilty.
Oh, it's giving me the option to do this. So my PDT. Can I go over to her?
Yeah.
I don't know how he's standing. Yeah, she's demolished.
This vessel
What's her
has
name in
been
Mass Effect 2
cleared for
again?
departure.
Miranda, isn't it? She definitely reminds me of Miranda. How am I walking just fine after everything that I've been through? My wife's in here. Instant revenge, big time.
I love you, Ellen.
I love you, Ellen. Achievement unlocked. So he's just gonna stay here and die. That's fucked. Now I feel bad. Because when she wakes up, she's gonna realize that she has neither her son, no, not her son, her husband or her daughter. And she'll never know why. Wait, she's dead? Then what the... Did he not realize when he looked at the inside the pod that she's dead? Bro, this game is fucked. Yeah, everyone loses. Oh my god, this game is so good. I don't know why it took me so damn long to play it, but it's so freaking good. And there's a part 2 that's coming out. I think it comes out later today, 31st. Oh my god. That game was so good. I can't save or anything. Oh, I really liked it. I don't know why it took me so damn long. I always take forever to get around to playing a video game. But this is such a fun one. Like, straight up, I recommend buying it and playing it for yourselves. Just to have it. It's so good. It really, really is. I'm so happy that I finally got around to playing it. This is amazing for that size of a team. Yeah, for real. I probably won't play like part 2 like anytime soon, but I think I'm gonna get around to playing it, because if the game if it's any good like this one, then I'm gonna be super hyped for it. For real, this was a lot of fun. I love it.